Good evening, everyone. Atlanta News First Alert meteorologist Patrick Pete here, giving you an update on the weather that we have moving our way. I know lots of folks have questions about what we are expecting. A first alert is in effect for your Tuesday, but we're mainly focusing on your Tuesday morning commute, as we're going to be looking at another system that's going to bring some scattered showers our way, and that's going to make the morning commute a bit messy. And I know lots of you have had a 3-day weekend, and it's been a while since you've been into work. I want to prepare you to get out and about a little bit earlier and make sure you pack your patience as you're getting out on those roadways. Thankfully, this first alert does not include the potential for severe weather. Once again, no severe weather expected with this tomorrow, but the rain is going to cause a little bit of an issue. So if you're getting out early in the morning, we're going to be watching some of that moisture build in from the west, mainly our north and westmost counties at roughly 4 to 5 a.m., but that's going to slide a little bit further south and eastward as we get closer to around 7 a.m. So this is when folks are getting out and about. Some of these pockets of rain are going to be more moderate to heavy as that system is pushing through. Once again, reminding you that this is a rain risk, not a severe weather risk. Good evening, Michael. We're going to continue to watch this line gradually progress towards the south and east. That means that around 11 a.m. to lunchtime, if you're thinking about stepping out of the office to grab a bite to eat, it is going to be a bit slippery out there. So if you have that 30, 45-minute lunch, may be best for you to bring something in unless you're just going across the street. Definitely going to want that umbrella on standby as we start off your Tuesday, and then that system is going to gradually progress towards the south and east. So I think around 3 o'clock, lots of you are going to be getting out and about, maybe picking up the kids. If you're in the Atlanta metro and points to the north and west, especially along and north of I-85, I think things are looking pretty good for you as far as drying out. There's still going to be some lingering cloud cover, but I think folks that are on the south part of town and points south and east of 85, that's where we could still be dealing with some of those lingering bands of showers as this system pushes through. So still going to be a little soggy through the afternoon. I think the first alert is going to pretty much be for morning through about lunchtime, and then after that we'll see conditions not be as impressive through the afternoon and evening, and then eventually seeing some clearing on the backside. So if you have any plans for tomorrow night, whether you were thinking about maybe going for a nice run, stepping out for dinner, I think things are drying out. You won't really need that umbrella. It's still going to be a little damp out there, and we're still going to be dealing with lots of cloud cover. Now, this front that is pushing through is not as impressive as the front that we were tracking just on Thursday that moved through and brought all of that severe weather. So I know lots of you may be a bit anxious anytime you see that first alert. This first alert is for rain, and that's because we're going to see this rain impact your morning commute. So no severe weather expected. This system is a whole lot weaker. This cold front is a whole lot weaker, and the front actually doesn't push all the way through our area. In fact, we're actually going to see a warm front lift through on the backside, so temperatures are actually going to be on the increase as we head through the next couple of days. So here's how all of this plays out as far as heading into the overnight hours Tuesday, watching those clouds build in. You know that at night, whenever clouds increase, that means that's going to kind of be like our insulation. So it's going to keep things a little bit milder through the overnight. Cherish asked if it is hoodie weather. To me, all of this weather is hoodie weather. Anytime temperatures are in the 50s, low to mid 60s, I call that hoodie weather. The afternoons are pretty comfortable. I mean, if you caught me running, you may see me in hoodies and shorts. Good evening, Valerie. No problem. Of course, that's what we are here for, to guide you through these systems as they approach. Never wanting to scare you or alarm you, but make sure that you know what's coming before it hits you, which is why we do these first alerts. This rain forecast is not looking impressive. There's going to be pockets of moisture that could give some folks about a ½ an inch, even as much as 0.8 of an inch in extreme northern Georgia, but we're not expecting any flooding from this, as this system is really just going to be moving a bit swiftly, and it's going to be isolated pockets of heavy rain. So most of you aren't going to see this really impact things in an overwhelming way. Looks like folks really love hoodie weather. I'm a Southern boy, so I love hoodie weather as well, Cherish. Good evening, Vicky from Winder. You guys know that I'm new here, so I may mispronounce your town occasionally. If you can give me some phonetics, I will definitely make sure that I correct that. So I think that is Winder, Georgia, Vicky. Good evening. So after that, of course, our weather pattern doesn't stop. We're talking about multiple opportunities to see rain and weather impact our forecast. And we're really watching Thursday. If you have any neighbors that are out in places like Mississippi and Alabama, the system's going to be a little bit more potent as it's in that region of the country. So there actually is a severe weather risk for those folks on Wednesday. That system doesn't make its way to us until Thursday, and all of the dynamics in our atmosphere is not showing the instability that we saw last week. So we could hear a rumble of thunder, but right now this is looking like a mainly rain event. Of course, we're going to keep diving into this every couple of hours as we get new data and keep you guys abreast with what we're tracking. But right now, this is looking like a first alert for rain on your Thursday. And then, of course, we're looking all the way down the pipeline. Some drier time on Friday. We're going to see temperatures cool down a little bit. And then we're going to see another chance for rain. Oh, hey, Linda, thank you so much. Linda Patterson. It's Winder. Gotcha. See, that's what I need, folks. I'm the new guy in town, and I am going to make some mistakes. As long as you help me out with some of these pronunciations, I have you covered. I may even throw a little bit of French on there like I did the other day. So make sure that you reach out to me. I'm not above reproach. I love critique, and I love to get your towns right, because if you say Lafayette wrong or Lake Arthur or any of those places that I consider home to me, then I'll probably give you a message as well telling you to correct that. So once again, taking a look at this over the course of the next 7 days. We are tracking a first alert tomorrow that's going to equal a slippery morning drive, another first alert Thursday for more rain and even a rumble of thunder. And then watching Sunday, because Sunday's looking to be the most interesting day of the week. You know, we have lots of tools at our display essentially to look at weather systems as they're making their way in. And there's a lot of disagreement on the intensity, but it looks like we're going to have a lot of instability moving in. And if that time moves into the afternoon, we really could see a chance for some severe weather. Right now, it's looking a little bit later in the day, but we're talking about 6 days out. We definitely don't try to pinpoint the exact time of showers moving in on Sunday that far out. So you have to stick with us through the week. We have a team of 7 meteorologists. We're going to continue to dive into dynamics of that system and keep you guys aware. Right now, we just want you to be alerted to the potential that we have another system moving in on Sunday. Be careful. It's high time for you to read. Okay. Interesting. I don't know your name, but thank you. Thank you again, Linda. So beyond that, we like to zoom out to the 7 days so that you can get an idea what these temperatures are doing, because I know some folks like Cherish love hoodie weather. Other folks rather have the thicker coats. I'm not one of those people. And then other folks are looking for times to wear shorts, and that is me. And as we head through the next couple of days, the bigger story here is that you're going to have that umbrella around essentially almost every other day, especially Tuesday and Thursday as these systems move into the region. And then eventually some cooler air, because the front that passes on Thursday is going to be a little bit stronger. And that's going to drop temperatures a full 10 degrees. So we're talking about dipping into the upper 50s for afternoon highs. So thankfully, Friday is going to be pretty dry. And if you're looking to make plans for the weekend, I always like to zoom out to the weekend. I know it's Monday, but we are all trying to make plans. Saturday's looking to be the drier day, although we do expect clouds to build in ahead of that next weather maker. But if you were maybe trying to take the kids to the park, maybe you were trying to train for a marathon, or maybe you just want to get out of the house and you're trying to make plans for maybe a brunch, Saturday is going to be the day to do that, because temperatures are going to be pretty close to the same each day, a little bit cooler Sunday, but we're definitely watching a system that's going to bring some instability our way on Saturday. So want to keep you updated. One more time, I'm going to run through that timeline of when that rain moves in, just so folks that have just joined our stream, noting the first alert for rain, you can prepare ahead. We're tracking those showers starting to move into our area roughly 6 to 7 a.m., especially if you're closer to the Atlanta metro. That rain is going to be more moderate to heavy at times, embedded in some of these cells. And as you make your way through the afternoon, we'll start to see that rain start to rev up just a tad bit closer to the metro. So if you were stepping out around lunchtime, that's whenever that rain's going to really start to increase within the perimeter. And then we'll see that shift towards the south and east as we head into the afternoon hours. But folks that are in places like Eatonton and Augusta, Athens, and you're picking up kids, be prepared for it to be a little slippery out there. That could slow down the kids getting to the car. So just go ahead and be prepared to spend a little bit more time with that part of your day. And then eventually the rain starts to push on out as we head into the evening. So Tuesday date night, Tuesday karaoke night, Tuesday live mic night is looking pretty good here. Just expecting the rain to stick around through the early afternoon. And I want to show those rain totals once again because we like to emphasize what we are concerned about and what we're not. And anytime these systems bring rain and it comes down at least a little heavy at times, we want to give you an idea of the amount of moisture we're talking about. And we're not concerned with flooding with this event either. So this is going to be mainly a rain event that's going to cause some slipperiness on the morning commute and delay some folks. Otherwise, the rain totals we're talking about a half an inch to a quarter of an inch at best. Some isolated locations are going to pick up a little bit more than that, north and west of the city. And then I want to go back to that 7-day, and I'm scrolling with you guys on Facebook. So if you had any questions, feel free to throw those at me about the forecast. That 7-day forecast with, of course, next weekend in view is showing that we're tracking temperatures that are going to be dropping. So we have to enjoy these mid to upper 60s that we're going to be tracking through Thursday before that cold front sends us back down into the 50s. We're watching for first alerts for rain on Tuesday and Thursday, and then another chance as we head towards Sunday. So this has been your live update. Of course, if you do not already have your Atlanta News First Alert weather app, we're always streaming anytime that there's a weather event around. Of course, we're updating that and blogging throughout the day so that you guys have the newest, freshest information. We have those hour-by-hour breakdowns, and then of course, we're there in times whenever there's severe weather moving through. You can have that radar, and it'll alert you to watches and warnings that are within your zone. I am about to get ready for our newscast. We're about to start live at 9 o'clock, so that's about 20 minutes. Dive into some data, make sure that I've covered all of my bases, and I will see you guys tonight. Have a good day.